Good morning, everyone. It's time for the Farm Report on Saturday, October 2020. Now, some of the videos you'll see this week or this month, my featured ones that cover builds and special information like seasons, stuff like that. I'm also doing a tribute to a veteran or a group of veterans this weekend. This weekend, you'll get to see General Davis Jr., Benjamin O. Davis Jr. and Sr. featured this week. And a video that I was working on last night is for Doris Miller. If anybody knows who Doris Miller is, chime in the comments below. Little hint, there's an aircraft carrier that's being built that's going to be named after him. These are all great military men, and all three of these ones happen to be of color. General Davis Sr. was the first black general in the military, U.S. military, and his son, General Davis Jr., was in charge of the Tuskegee Airmen and their training, as well as their combat commander in World War II. And that was a very famous unit that did bomber escorts that had a record like no other military unit did in the Western Allies forces. Their record was much more stellar than anybody else. And these kind of events changed how people saw black people. Before then, when Doris Miller was on the USS West Virginia on Pearl Harbor, he was relegated to cleaning duties and cooking duties, and he saved a number of people, including the captain that was injured, and brought him up to the deck. And when he got up to the deck, he noticed that there was an anti-aircraft gun that wasn't being used, and of course the Japanese were still bombing the ships. So he manned a gun that he was never trained on, that he was never, required to do anything with. And there is a belief that he actually shot down a Japanese Zero that was talking, and he was awarded the Navy Cross, which was a special feat, especially because of his race back in this time. Now, the sad thing is about Doris Miller is he was lost at sea when the ship he was on later in 1943 was torpedoed by the Japanese, and over 650 sailors lost their lives of the 900 sailors that were on the ship. So only 250 of the 900 survived, and his body was never found. So the new aircraft carrier class is the Secretary of the Navy has named CVN 81, which I do believe is going to be like a super aircraft carrier, going to be able to land and launch fifth generation fighters for the Navy, and is going to be named after Doris Miller, which was this cook turned hero during Pearl Harbor. So hopefully you'll check out those videos when we go through that. And again, as I finish that video on Mr. Hoover, we'll get to that, get into more details and of course, really looking forward to um, honoring General Davis's. And we hit a little home. I actually met General Davis Jr. Uh, back when he was still a three-star general back in 1990. I think it was 1991 in Bowling Air Force Base, which is where years before he had actually got a white pilot took him up in a barnstorming event at Bowling Air Force Base, and that's when he really wanted to learn how to fly and become a fighter or a pilot. And he made his dreams come true when everybody told him it would happen. So, and what's really special about this is we have a member in our clan named Vernon Davis. Vernon is also known regionally, if not nationally, as a veteran comedian named Longhorn the Comedian. You can look him up. He's got his own website, and he plays Division II, and he's in the U.S. Army Infantry Clan here in our very game. And very honored to know him and a gentle soul. And we started talking months before, and once I found out his grandfather and great grandfather is, I told him, "You have to be in our clan." You know, it's my son started it because he's a uh, Afghan veteran, and I just told him, "You have to be in a good clan like this." And who better to be in this clan than uh, a descendant of Army and Air Force royalty in the General Davis, the first black general, and General Davis Jr., which is the Tuskegee commander. So we'll go on in that later in videos. Kind of keep an eye out that for this weekend. So let's cut into what you really came here to see, which is the targeted loot and what's happening in the game today. So, DZ West, Golden Gear. South, Douglas and Harding, nothing really special. Holsters out in East, which are okay, nothing I would write home about. Araldi is out in the West End at Federal Emergency Bunkers, shotgun. Gear System Mobs in Foggy Bottom, and the new Bellstone Armory you get a chance to find in Potomac Event Center today. Now, the Roosevelt Island is a great place to farm once you get that memento, and maybe you can see and you get the blueprint, see if it'll drop for you at Roosevelt Island. Lincoln Memorial, Overlord's Armament, Fenris in West Potomac Park, and Richter Kaiser at Tidal Basin. Coming up to Constitutional Hall, we have Gilgard, Siska Veropa at the DCD. Here's Providence. Everybody loves that three-piece Providence when they're going for that high crit damage, high crit chance. There it is in downtown West today. And here's some Walking Co. at bank headquarters. Murakami around the White House today. And over in downtown East is knee pads. We're at Washington Hotel is Gear System Mods, and at the District Union Arena is Gloves. Federal Triangle is handguns. Jefferson Trade Center skill attachments. At the Viewpoint Museum is Grupo Sombra. East Mall assault rifle. Mask, again, another chance at American History Museum. Backpacks at Air and Space. Down in Southwest, 511 tactical gear. at Space Administration Headquarters, mask, and your SMGs at Jefferson Plaza. So if you've got your backfire and you want a second one, or you want to try to get it for a friend, get your blueprint from the White House and then come here and grind and see if one doesn't drop. And if one does, let us know in the comments, please. There's a kind of been talk: is it in the general loot? Is it not in the general loot? So would like to verify that you can actually get one out of Jefferson Plaza. Capitol building today is also the legendary for the week. So your legendary project, and it is Seska. So it's pretty good. Judicial Square, light machine gun. And in the surrounding areas is Wyvern at Manning Zoo, Hannah U at Coney Island Amusement Park. At the ballpark at Coney Island is gear sets. Camp White Oak is Badger Tough. Pentagon is Murakami and marksmanship rifle at DARPA. The summit today is China Light, so look for those explosive builds in the summit. Going on. Sorry, it's a early morning and I have yet to go to bed. So I took a nap when I got off of work yesterday and kind of been up all night. So I need to get to bed after this. So sorry for the yawning. Let me get over here to New York. So at the Tombs, we have another chance for Providence. So good place to work that. Harrison Walker and Co. at Civic Center. Petrov at Two Bridges. Sokolov at Stranded Tanker. In Federal District, we have Gilligard at Wall Street, we have Alps Summit. At Liberty Island, we have Rifles. At Battery Park, we have Assault Rifles. And we have at Pathway Park, Araldi Holdings. So let's check out our missions. What's going on today? In a few minutes. Well, I think I mistimed this. So it looks like, make sure our projects update, it says in 4 minutes. So we'll have to see if everything I just told you just changed. We'll see. Because these daily projects this one was Roosevelt Island. And of course, we have the weekly projects. Let's go over what's going on in the seasons. Remember, you have all season to get Shade done. Shade League ended at midnight. No, it doesn't end at midnight. So Tarna, I'm thinking straight. So this is your second week of the Shade League. kind of like what they've done here. When you click on these, you'll get to see your times, what you did each week, your best time last week, your best time this week, how much points you had. And remember, you add those all together, and all you need is 60 points to max everything out. And as you can see here with the league event, what you're able to get when you look at these, the exotic cash and the stake. So the other event is the shade exposed, and I was able to complete this. Now remember, you have till Tuesday morning at 3 a.m. to complete all this. It is only 1 week event. It is not a 2 week event. 1 week. So Tuesday we got to find out the first race directives. Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday we have all 4 days exposed. So I do ask that you help each other out on this and check out my builds. I have a shotgun build that's coming up with details about Doris Miller. With that, I'll get that out later this morning. And when Tuesday rolls around, we will be able to go hunt down and execute Wrath here. Again, my apologies. It's real late in the morning, and again, I'm just trying to decide if I just made this video for nothing. 42 seconds, we'll find out. Oh. If you want to count it down with me, I should have neutralized 3 outcast activities. Could have got an extra bonus of 146,700 points. There it is. So we have Manning Zoo is today's seasonal pass, and it looks like Foggy Bottoms we're going to be hanging out. So Potomac Event Center, control points, donate 50 named enemies in Foggy Bottom, and 3 activities in Foggy Bottom. Okay, so let's take a look at the map and see if it changed as well. Yes, it did. So let's start off with a new video here. And